Morning, gentlemen. All right, so we're gonna start our pre-trip this morning, and we're gonna start with part A, and we're using a Mack truck. So let's get started. So we're gonna start from the top, and we have the clearance light. They're properly mounted and secure. They're not cracked. They're not broken. They're in the right color, which is amber. Next, we have our windshield, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or broken. We have the rubber gasket around it. There is no cut, no bulge, no abrasion. There is no leaks. We have our wipers, properly mounted and secure. The rubber gasket is secured to our windshield. Next, we have our rear view mirror and bracket, side fender mirrors and bracket. They're properly mounted and secure. They're not cracked, they're not broken, they're not missing any bolt or any component. Next, we have the hood, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. It's not missing any bolt or any component. We have our grill, properly mounted and secure, not missing any bolt or any screws, not cracked, bent or broken. Next, we have our headlight, properly mounted and secure. They're not cracked, they're not broken. They're in the right color, which is clear. And we have our signal light in the right color, which is amber. Next, we have our bumper, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, not missing any bolt or any component. Also, we have our license plate, properly mounted and secure, and it's legible. That means you can read it. Then we want to look underneath the truck. We want to make sure there's nothing hanging and there's nothing leaking. There's no pool underneath the truck, and the truck is not leaning to one side, which would indicate a bad suspension or a flat tire. Now we're going to go under the hood. And we're going to start from the passenger side. So right here we have our air intake, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or broken. None of the bolts are missing. Then we have our windshield washer fluid, properly mounted and secure, not cracked or broken. It's not leaking, and the cap is on tight. Make our way over here. We have our power steering fluid reservoir, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not damaged. The cap is in place, and it has no leaks. My hoses, no cut, no bulge, no abrasion. I don't see any leak, and I don't hear any leak. Inside here, I got my air compressor, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, it's not missing any bolt or any component, and it's gear driven, and there is no leaks. At the front here, we have the power steering pump, properly mounted and secure, it's not cracked, it's not broken, not missing any bolt or any component, there is no leaks, and it's also gear driven. We'll make our way to the other side. And this side is the driver's side. Again, we start from the top, come down. So first we have our a coolant reservoir, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken. The cap is on tight, and it has no leaks. And we have between minimum and maximum. Make our way to the front here. We have our AC compressor, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, it's not missing any bolt or any component, and it's belt driven. Underneath the AC compressor, we have the water pump, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, it has no leak, and that is also belt driven. At the bottom here, we have our alternator, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, it's not missing any bolt or any component, and that is also belt driven. Now the belt itself, there is no cut, no crack, no frays, and you should not have more than 3/4 inches of free play. Over here we have our engine oil cap, and that's where you would put our oil in the engine. It's tight and it's secure, and it's not leaking. Down here we have our engine oil dipstick. To check the engine oil, you would pull the stick out, you would clean it, you put it back in, you take it back out, and the oil should be between minimum and maximum. Then we're going to go to our steering system, and all my hoses again, there's no cut, no bulge, there's no abrasion, and there is no leaks. Now we're going to go to our steering system. Here we have the steering column or the steering shaft, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and you should not have more than 2 inches of free play or 10 degrees of free play. Next we have the U-joint, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, not missing any bolt or any component, and it's fully greased. Then we have the power steering gearbox, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, not missing any bolt or any component, and it has no leaks. Underneath that, we have the pitman arm, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and it's secure with the castle nut and the cadder pin. Then we have the jog link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and that is also secure with the castle nut and the cadder pin. Next we have the control arm or the steering knuckle. At the back here, we have the tie rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and is also secure with the castle nut and the cadder pin. Next we're going to go to our suspension. First we want to start with the leaf spring mount, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, not missing any bolt or any component. Then we have the leaf spring, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. There is no illegal well and there is no scissory. That means it's not rubbing together. Next we have the shock absorber, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and it has no leak. If it's leaking, you have to replace it. Then we have our 2 U-bolt, 1, 2, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, it's not missing any bolt or any component. At the back here we have the leaf spring hanger, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, not missing any bolt or any component. Next we're going to go to the brake system. So we start at the top here with the brake hose, no cut, no bulge, no abrasion, and there is no leaks. We have the ABS cable here, it's not cut, it's not damaged, and there is no electrical burn. Next we have the brake chamber, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. The C clamp is in place and it has no leaks. At the front of the brake chamber we have the slack adjuster and the push rod, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. The cadder pin is in place and this should not have more than 1 inch of free play when the brake is released. Inside the wheel here we have the brake shoe and the brake drum. Anyway, this truck is covered or is shielded, so the brake shoe should not have less than 1/4 inches of material and is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, and is not broken, is not damaged. Then we have the brake drum, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. There is no illegal well and there should be no oil or grease between the brake shoe and the brake drum. The side of my tires, there's no cut, no bulge, there's no abrasion, and there's no leak. The top of my tire, the tread depth should not be less than 4/32 of an inch, and these tires cannot be regrooved or recapped. My tire pressure should not be less than 105 in this truck, or we could in general not less than 100. Then we're going to go to the rim, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken. There's no illegal holes and there is no illegal well. Then you have the valve stem, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent or broken, and the cap is in place and there is no leaks. Next we're going to go to the lug nuts, properly mounted and secure, they're not cracked, bent or broken. None of them is missing. There is no rust trail or shiny thread to indicate looseness. Then we're going to go to the hub seal, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, and there is no leaks. Also we have our mud flap right here, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, it's not broken, and there is no damage. Gentlemen, that would complete part A of the pre-trip.